Welcome back to the Blonde Majority podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Katie.
Katie, how was your week?
It was long, but I'm happy we're to the weekend and we have some fun plans today, too.
Yes, I'm very glad it's the weekend.
We are taking Alex to her first solid core class.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect. Is it Pilates or
it looks like a Pilates reformer a bit, but it is a slightly different machine.
Okay.
So it's Pilates-esque, but the spring load is heavier than Pilates. But you can move them around. I will say my first class,
I feel like that's how a lot of workout classes go. You hate it because it's really hard and difficult and something you've never done before.
Yeah.
Something inside you tells you to go again, and then you just keep going and then you like it.
And then you become mildly addicted.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about a few. I will say the first time I went was years ago because it's a DC brand. It originated in DC. And I thought I was in really good shape. So I had this sense of pride. I was like, oh yeah, I work out all the time. At the time I was living in New York and I was going to SoulCycle and bar classes and Pilates classes very, very regularly, plus walking. So I was like, yeah, no problem. And I just got my butt handed to me in this class. I'm not gonna lie. But now I only took a few in DC. And then now living in California, I don't know if it's just 10 years later and I have a better outlook on working out where I'm I don't have to be perfect. Just kind of get through it at your own pace. Or if it's actually the staff here is friendlier.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it might be a personality difference. I think whomever I went to in Virginia, DC might have been kind of a hardo. And people on the West Coast are a little bit, that's still a very hard class. I'm not trying to say anything about the class, but you feel okay being yeah, I'm going to modify this. And you're not or maybe my ego's just gotten a little bit better. I don't know.
Cool.
So with that said, just if you have to modify or if you have to take breaks, just do it. I still will do child's pose sometimes. You just do it on your own because they don't stop.
Is there assigned seating?
No. So when we get there, we have to go in so we could get machines next to each other. Normally it's not a problem. But yeah, this instructor's nice. I've only been to her a few times, but she's not intimidating.
Okay, cool.
So sorry if I just scared you.
I saw it was core and arms or...
So it will be a full body. Certain days of the week have certain specialties. I can never remember them. It's always, core is always a focus. Yeah, which is my most important. I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. Core is most important to me. I forget what today is. I went last night and I think it was shoulders, some lower body part. I just go through the motions. Yeah, so... But you can always modify, I start on my knees on a lot of things. Don't feel you have to go to toes.
Okay.
Just, yeah. Take it at your own pace. Take water when you want to because they won't stop.
Good to know. Do we bring our own water?
Yeah, you can buy it there. I have extra water bottles too if you need water.
I just have a tiny...
Plus we have a ton of water under here. So yeah.
Yeah.
And they give free earplugs, which I use.
Oh, it's that loud?
It's not as loud as SoulCycle or Berries, but it is pretty loud, and I prefer to just have it slightly muted.
Okay, I'll probably grab a pair.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of protecting my ears.
Oh God, my ears are I'm not gonna be able to hear by the time I'm in my 40s because of all the concerts I went to when I was in high school, and also all the car stuff I do. My dad makes fun of me because I bought these giant earmuffs at Laguna Seca 2 years ago, and he makes fun of me that I wear them. Dad, no, I have to wear them.
No, it's really important to protect your ears.
Yeah,
because there's actually cognitive issues from hearing loss. They've proven that. So
yeah, it's to
yeah. There's just cognitive decline that's linked to hearing loss. I think that there's multiple studies that have shown that. So protect your ears.
Yes.
It's actually cooler to wear the earplugs in class.
Also, speaking of preventable diseases, I got like 5 shots the other day. Oh my God, that like wiped me out. And the reason why I got so many shots is because I'm going to Africa in like 2 months. And nothing will make you appreciate America more than realizing how many diseases we do not have here and how many diseases that there are like in other countries. And
Okay, your arms might be a little sore for this call.
yeah. And like I don't know what typhoid is. I don't know how you get it. I don't know what cholera is. Like I don't know what these are. I don't know how you get them. I don't know like what the like side effects are.
So I think you get cholera from water.
Yeah.
I might be like making this up, but I think that that's why that they started to put like a low dose of chlorine in our water, is it actually kills the cholera. This is like an interesting story that I read one time. That's the guy who decided to put, like, some scientist that thought we should put chlorine in the water. He did it like basically illegally in the state of New Jersey. He just like went into the reservoir and like dumped chlorine in there.
That's crazy.
But then it ended up fixing the cholera problem. Because we, I think, at one point did have it.
Yeah.
Don't do that today.
Yeah. And then there's like rabies, which like that's just kind of the luck of the draw with the animal. That's not.
Oh, yeah. If it bites you, right? Is that the only way to get it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, it's got to give you.
Yeah, I didn't get rabies though.
Just like, please don't get bit. I guess you can't escape the mosquitoes, but that would be.
Yeah. So I'm just going to wear like mosquitoes love me. I went to Indonesia in high school and mosquitoes, they ate me up. So I'm just going to wear like pants and long sleeve shirt like the whole time. And then I'm going to put, you know, anti-mosquito bug repellent on like my hands, neck, face, whatever is exposed. And yeah,
Should we get you like a beekeeping outfit?
honestly,
Like, you might need it.
honestly,
Did
the
it.
travel nurse was like, honestly, you should do it. They get like a ton of like people there. Like it doesn't matter.
I am the same way with mosquitoes. Like, they love me.
Yeah. I actually asked the travel nurse, like, why is this? And she's like, it's your blood type,
Yeah.
or it's like your scent, like your body.
Yeah. When I did my like 23andMe test years ago, it told me that I had a propensity towards mosquitoes. And I was like, that's freaking accurate.
Do you know your blood type?
No. And this has been killing me. And my husband acts like I'm insane for not knowing it. And I'm like, and then I was like, okay, well, he's a doctor. I'm like, look at my medical chart. And so one day we're sitting there, he's like pulling it up on the computer and he's like, I don't see it anywhere. And I go to the doctor, like, I get my blood taken. So apparently, like, why is that not on there?
I don't know. I feel like that should be on your birth certificate or something,
Right?
or like
Right.
something like when you're born.
And so that's the funny part. He has access to the hospital that I was born at. So, like, explain to me how it does not say my blood type.
I don't know.
Like, explain that to me.
I don't know. I don't know.
So it's not for me not asking and not trying, but I don't know it either. And it's
I know.
maybe that's
I feel
find
like
out
there
together.
needs to be, yeah. I feel like there should be like an at-home kit to test your blood type.
Because, like, you could probably just prick your finger,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I feel like it's not like, you're testing for like a disease or something or like a gene. You're just testing like
So what is this?
O, A, B, A, B, and then positive, negative for each of those.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one because
No, I feel like it's more common to not know your blood type.
I thought I was like in this super minority of being 33 years old, not knowing her blood type. And I have a blood clotting issue. So I've ended up in the hospital multiple times with blood clots. Like, it's not like I'm not,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not, it's not like I'm a super, I mean, I'm healthy, but
Yeah.
I go to a blood doctor. And apparently nowhere in any of those pieces of paper it actually says what blood type.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I'm frustrated by that. But anyway, sorry. I feel like we've totally derailed whatever we're talking about.
Anyway, America, greatest country in the world because we don't have any of these diseases. Like, I don't know how you get them. I don't know if it kills you. I don't know if you're stuck with it for life. I don't know if you just get like diarrhea or vomiting or both. Like, like we don't have that shit here.
Yeah.
God bless the United.
I knew one person that tested positive for tuberculosis. See, I feel like it's like
I felt like a lung.
I don't know, but you get the shot there or whatever, and it bubbles or something. And everybody looked at him like he had me too, like he had like 10 heads. Like, how the hell do you have tuberculosis? It's like, I don't know. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's a good thing we live in America and we have like potable water that we can drink. And
Yeah.
dogs barking at me.
Oh my God, did she hear about Tiger Woods?
Yes, can somebody get him a driver? Like, like,
Bro, how'd you flip a car in Florida? It's flat.
I mean, it sounds like he was trying to overtake the other person, I guess. Again, lots of questions because this is not his first time flipping a car.
Yeah. Bro loves drinking and driving.
Well, I guess
He needs to try Top Golf because that's where you can drink and drive.
yes. I guess they were saying he blew his point zero. So I guess it's not alcohol. I think it was like his painkillers is my assumption. That's an assumption. I don't know for a fact.
Dude loves his pills.
I mean, he has been in but from the last car accident.
Yeah, that was like in LA, right?
Yeah.
Recently.
It was, I think, 2021. He was driving to the Genesis Open and he flipped his car. But then there was like another incident where he has a mugshot.
I think that was before.
I think that was before, and I think that was also from like medication. Don't know.
Yeah. I just know with certain prescription medications, you cannot drink like
Oh, that too. Like,
then you'll like black out.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was just the medication. I mean, he might fight this and get out of it, to be honest with you. Because, like, if he blew zero and then he wouldn't
So you said a 0.1.
No, point like 00.
Oh, like a 0.01.
No, like all zeros.
Oh.
Like there was no, like allegedly no alcohol in his systems. That's why I think it was based off of like the
prescription.
Yeah, because he seemed impaired from the cops on the ground, I guess. So who knows? But I mean, plus it's like he just has a lot of car incidents. I mean, go back to the ex-wife. Like he was being chased with a golf club and like his Cadillac Escalade was smashed. Like didn't she smash the light, if I remember?
I don't know. I just remember when all the stuff first started happening with Tiger Woods. I think I was in second grade and there was this one like know-it-all kid who also liked to golf, as a second grader. And he did his like biography project on like Tiger Woods, just on like some notable person. It was probably like February. And he did it on Tiger Woods, and then like the next month or something, all that stuff came out. I'm like, yeah.
Your hero over here. Yeah, he's an interesting one. I mean,
It's used to date Lindsey Vonn.
I know, and then she just had that smash, and he's dating the Trump.
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife, who's Kai Trump's mom, who I feel like Kai is like all over social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kai is a really good golfer.
Okay.
She's very good.
That's funny.
And so her mom is dating Tiger Woods, which like leads me to the next point of like you're close enough to the president at that point, kind of, where like, do you have some form of additional security? And like, why are you driving a car? Because then this morning I actually was on TMZ and it was like Tiger Woods' front door is open and Cadillac Escalade is in the driveway, which I was like, wait, what? And somebody took like a drone photo of his house, which I was like, wait a second, he's like kind of too close to the president for this to like, what do you mean you have a drone footage of his front door open? I think he lives in like Jupiter, but like, I think it's like Hobbs Sound or whatever, where you have more land. It's not like
Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he lives in Jupiter. Because that's like I think his home course is Medalist. I've played it. And that's in an area where like you have some land. It's not like the houses are completely on top of each other. So like how are you flying this drone getting hit? I just feel like that's too close to the president.
Yeah.
Like the president's granddaughters and like grandkids could be there. That to me like
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Like why are you allowed to fly your drone and his front door's open?
That's crazy.
Right. But what do I know about security? So that's the Tiger Woods thing. What else happened this week? I've been going down. Oh, what? Go for it.
They canceled the USC governors debate because it's like race.
Oh, because it was all white people.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we supposed to like? So they're not allowed to have a debate?
No, USC, like, for the like governors debate, it's only like the top people who qualify in terms of like polling and like fundraising. Like those are the qualifications. And I guess like none of the black.
So they just canceled the whole thing because to them it's not fair.
USC canceled it because people are like, where are the black candidates? Like they just didn't qualify and that's fine.
Yeah, everyone wants a participation trophy.
Yeah, so USC just canceled it. Like that's so lame. You're like robbing the people of like
Wouldn't the other thought process be to keep it and then just add in more, which would kind of be a pain, but like would make more sense than canceling it outright?
adding more candidates.
Yeah, so you have your diversity.
I feel like it just gets crowded.
Yes, like it would get crowded and rather annoying because I do think you should have the top candidates. But like, why is canceling the debate the best option?
Because they're just like lame at USC. It's like all this like woke culture is very much prevalent on college campuses.
On college campuses where I mean, I don't know what the tuition is at USC, but it's probably 60 to 75 grand a year. And it's all kids that probably came from, not all kids, but a majority of kids that came from, what was that noise? Did it sound like someone was knocking?
Yeah.
That direction. I swear it's like my next door neighbor. Maybe there's a ghost. If there's a ghost, please be friendly.
But the USC kids came from like wealthy alumni.
Generally speaking, we're fake rowing scholarships, right? Wasn't that the
Oh yeah.
what's her name? God.
Olivia Jade.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, she was like a coxswain or something. Girls never sat on a boat.
That was like despicable. That girl did not want to like go to college, really.
No.
It was like her dad like forcing her, like, you have to go to USC. I went there, he did not graduate, he dropped out. And
Yeah.
and it became like very successful, but like I don't
They're getting divorced, right? Aren't they?
yeah, because like his wife like took the knife for it.
I mean,
What she should have done, she should have gone to like ASU or like U of A or like San Diego State, so then she could like still party and like attend like a lecture every now and then.
yeah.
You know?
I also don't understand the affinity with USC because it's not in a great area. Like, why do you actually want to send your kids down there?
Like none of these like LA schools are in like good air.
I mean, the only one is kind of UCLA, but Westwood's now questionable.
Oh my God, it's like homeless like live in UCLA. Like
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, I think UCLA is in a better area than USC, but
they just allow all these homeless people to like urinate like in front of like the like Ulta in front of the
Westwood is a sad, sad place, to be honest with you. Like, it needs a facelift. It has so much potential, but
no, literally all they need to do is get rid of the homeless, and that solves like 90% of the
yeah. And then I think the businesses will kind of come back. They'll do a little bit of the cleanup on their own after that. Once you just,
yeah.
it's sad because there's so many people there just because of the school.
Yeah. And
there's nice houses around Westwood too. Like it's a beautiful area. It's got so much potential, but California's got to ruin it. So
Fucking Karen Bass. And then we just need Spencer Pratt to come in and be like, yo, you're sending your kid here
Yeah.
next to this homeless person?
And it's hard to get into, and then you have to,
And it's like a state school too.
yeah.
Yeah. And then at LMU, it's in like a okay area.
That's decent over there.
Yeah. It's just like the like further you like leave campus, like the worse it gets.
Well, yeah. But I guess I don't understand it because you could send your kid somewhere else and they could be safe and not at USC.
Go to Pepperton.
Yeah, right. Pepperton like makes the most sense. All you have are fire. All of the fires are pretty scary. Like it's nowhere safe.
Oh my God. The only thing I could think of when I was like driving from San Diego to LMU, like back from like Thanksgiving or whatever, was like I'm like hitting all the traffic like once you get close to LAX, and like that's about where the LMU exit is. And all I could think of is like, wow, I could not sit in this car another hour to get to like UCL.
Wait, but it's actually true.
Like it is an hour from
It's at
LMU.
least 45 minutes.
Yeah, like are you kidding me? An hour to go like
Yeah, to go
5 miles?
literally. LA traffic is actually insane. And
You can do like maybe 2 things a day.
yeah, people wonder why I don't leave my house.
Yeah.
And like why I refuse to go anywhere. Ever.
You just like kind of have to stay in your like sector. Like if you live in Venice, you stay in like Venice, Santa Monica, Marina del Rey.
Yeah. Yep. That's what happens in LA is like you don't go very far because the traffic is actually the worst thing in the world. So I left my house way more when I lived literally anywhere else. So I mean, I do really like being at home, but and I tend to be that way too. But even the idea of doing like basic errands, just
Leaving your zip code is hard.
even leaving my zip code, is challenging. Or even like some places within the zip code. Sometimes I don't even want to go up the street. I know, right? Well, I can tell you what I found out this week.
Please tell me.
I think for me, one of the big things was there were some text messages between Jeffrey Epstein and Steve Bannon around Epstein going in a SCIF, which is a secure, I don't know what it stands for, it's like secure clearance facility. So like anytime you view classified documents, I think you generally have to go in a SCIF, or in certain instances you have to go in a SCIF. Right. And so they can be a multitude of places, but generally speaking, like there are SCIFs, I think, like in the Pentagon, in different like public buildings, right, that are associated with different 3-letter agencies. And so it's an area where you would have like no phones, like you would be in that, maybe you're in a briefing room to talk about something classified, maybe you're just viewing documents, but like it's for classified material, so you would have clearance of some sort. Mm-hmm. And there are text messages where Epstein is like, oh, I'm going in the SCIF right now. Like, talk to you later. And I'm like, why is somebody who at this point was a convicted felon, like, how do you have clearance to go in them?
Yeah.
How are you? And then there was another weird text message from him where he was like, you would have loved my tech meeting in the SCIF, which I'm like, I don't even think you should be saying that sentence because you're probably already violating, like, whatever.
Sort of clearance.
Yeah, right? Like, you're already telling us the subject matter of what you were in the SCIF for. And then he follows it up by being like, I laughed so hard I thought the neighborhood could overhear. And I thought the neighborhood was a really interesting word choice. Yeah. Because to me, I was like, can a SCIF be in a house? And in some instances, it can be in a residence. Like if it's a congressman, mm-hmm. or it still has to be like declared a SCIF and like go through some process. But I was like, where were you? Because if you thought you could be overheard, that to me is not like, oh, I'm in a government building and I just happen to be on the floor that's considered the SCIF.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm somewhere.
You're in like some politician's basement.
Yeah.
Something.
Right? Like in Georgetown or something. And then there was another message where he compared his house in New York to a SCIF. And I didn't know if that was just him kind of being facetious, being like, or like, oh, like, it's secretive, nothing gets out.
Yeah.
Or if it's like, is it actually similar to a SCIF? are you are you Intel? I'm just, it's interesting to me because like I know people who have had clearance and they won't even like smoke pot because like you could be polygraphed over that and you could potentially lose your clearance and you would lose your job like because your job is dependent on the clearance.
Yeah.
And so when I hear about Epstein, who at this point was a convicted sex offender, like still going in a SCIF, it's like rules for everyone else. Like you can be a low level employee that's like got to make sure you keep your clearance. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of feels pretty horrible. Plus, like, you know, everything else he was doing. So that for me was like, I don't know, the Epstein story of the week, I guess, call it.
Yeah. I saw this one theory on TikTok that was like Jeffrey Epstein was like doing the Epstein stuff for a while. And then like one day he got like caught somehow. And then like the government like takes over and sees all of it. And they're like, holy F. And then they just kind of like negotiate and work out a deal just so they can have like all his like information and data and all of that. And they kind of work not like hand in hand, but more like side by side. So they can still like have his like data and information and more like data and information he gets, but also like, I don't know, like lightly like punish or imprison him if something
Yeah,
gets like too extreme. And
because then it makes you think who's above him, because who's holding this blackmail over him?
no, just like I don't think he has like blackmail. It's just like the government saw that he had like all this like data and research, and they're like, okay, we need that, but we can't like put him in jail in like 2003
Oh,
because like there's still so much more. So now we have to like kind of protect him or like cover his ass so we can still get like more like and information. But the way he gets it is through these like sick, horrendous ways. But it's like kind of working to get like the data and information. So we're not going to like, we're not going to like fully like turn a blind eye, but we're gonna like, help.
we're gonna turn a blind eye to
Yeah.
some degree. Yeah.
And then like I have this other thought. This is like kind of my own, and it's like kind of strange. But like how his like male appendage is like,
Yes.
disfigured
Yeah.
or whatever. Do you think do you think the reason why that is because of like the stuff he had been doing? Like I don't know, like I keep going back to like the time travel thing of like why is this like Obama like personal like attorney like becoming BFFs with Jeffrey Epstein when they're like prosecuting him or whatever. Like maybe he tried like time travel or something, but then like something exploded, but it caused like his like groin crotch area to
There are conspiracy theories about like some of the crazy time travel and remote viewing techniques like hurting people in different ways. I don't know like the specifics, but like where people have had like actual physical side effects. So like maybe you're onto something.
Like I just know everything is connected, and I just don't think that's like a red herring, you know?
Yeah, or we really live in a simulation and he got what he deserved.
Yeah, but do you think he was like born that way, or do you think like something's different, like a person caused that? Like,
I'm gonna have to look into it. See if like somebody has an answer for me online
yeah.
about Epstein.
There's just like so many questions.
I have a howling dog because there's gardeners next door. I don't think it'll pick it up.
Let's hope not.
If not, I can edit it.
Do you have another topic for us?
I do. I think I do. Oh, some people on the right are pretty pissed off about Mark Zuckerberg.
What did he do?
He got appointed to some like technology board with a bunch of people, like Trump appointed him.
Okay.
But people are pretty upset because, you know, I think when it was either when Trump was running for president or after he was elected, Zuckerberg like issued an apology for like the suppression of speech on Facebook and other platforms, like during, and he said he did it at the behest of the Biden administration and like suppression of COVID stuff, like all sorts of different things. And so people are pretty upset because Trump used to say he wanted Zuckerberg in prison, and now he put him on like a technology board, which I do have to question because, I get it. People make mistakes, and he was saying that there was pressure from the Biden administration, but like that doesn't make it right. Like I get he was scared for his company's survival when the administration is going after you, but
I mean, you should have known that the Biden administration was like a bunch of BS and that they were weak.
yeah, I guess going off of that, there's another story that's like still developing, but Tulsi Gabbard came out and said that I guess there's intelligence that has suggested that hundreds of millions of dollars of US taxpayer money went through USAID, our favorite organization, to Ukraine earmarked for clean energy. And then it went back to the Democratic Party for their campaign.
I hate Democrats.
Like, if that's true, and if they actually have proof of this, I mean, that is just so harming. Like, I mean, that's so many different.
It has to be true because they've spent $14 billion just in the state of California to build like a railroad that like does not exist.
Yeah. I mean, and then the money's gone too. It's not even like, oh, the money's still there. They can't find the money. So
yeah, same with this railroad.
Yeah.
$14 billion and nothing to show for it.
So, it goes back to like, President Zelensky there. He's an actor. Do you know the story on President Zelensky?
Not really.
So he has no political experience. He was on a TV show, a very popular TV show that was owned on a network owned by an oligarch. And what was that TV show about? A random guy who becomes president of Ukraine.
Manifestation, baby.
And then towards the end of like one of the seasons, he decides to create a party, I think in the title of the party from the show. And then that oligarch that owns the network just like advertises crazy for him, and the show's been really popular. He doesn't participate in any debates. He refuses to participate in any presidential debates. And he somehow gets elected and has since canceled elections in Ukraine due to the war.
Wow.
So it feels like a puppet to me. Yeah. And now he's allegedly passing money, US taxpayer money, siphoning it through and then back to the Democratic Party. I mean, that's ugly. We need to break on our taxes. What should we call it?
Yeah.
Sorry. We got 2 barking dogs and a gardener, and this is Saturday morning.
Anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Blonde Majority Podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Katie.
We'll see you next time. Bye.